Hi everyone, good to have you in class. This is the part two of theory of demand. Actually, part three. Yeah, okay. We are actually continuing from where we stopped. We've looked at the movement or the shift in quantity demanded or movement along the demand curve. We have looked at the types of demand. Now we're going to look at the elasticity of demand. Okay. Thank you for staying. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for inviting people to be part of what we're doing. Okay. Please, if there are any areas you don't understand concerning what we're doing, okay, do not hesitate to use the comment section. Okay. We are actually trying our possible best to be as simple as possible to make sure that you understand every bit of what we're doing. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. So elasticity of demand. Now, before we go further, let's understand what elasticity is. Okay. Now, when we say elasticity, it is the degree of responsiveness of demand to the various factors affecting demand. By now, you should know the factors affecting demand. When we say factors affecting demand, you should know what we're talking about, okay? Price, taste and preference, income, close substitute, technology, and all that, okay? These are factors affecting demand. So when we say elasticity, we're trying to say the degree at which quantity demanded responds to what these factors. Do you understand? Now, let's use the elastic we know, the elastic band we know. Now, when you stretch the elastic band, you will see that it expands when you stretch it out. Now, when you leave it, it contracts, okay? It shrinks, it comes closer. Now, that is what we're trying to explain here using the economic terms. Elasticity now of demand. Now, we're trying to say, how does quantity demanded respond? Does it increase? Does it decrease? Do you understand? Does it increase? Does it decrease? So we are trying to see how it responds, whether increase or decrease, to factors affecting demand. Price, income, close substitute, taste and preference, and all that. Okay? And now there are fundamentally, there are three kinds of elasticity of demand. Number one, we have the price elasticity of demand. Number two, we have the income. Sorry, let me change this. So we have the income elasticity of demand. Okay? Then finally, we have the cross elasticity of demand. Okay? The cross elasticity of demand. All right, so we're going to take them one after the other. Now, before we look at them one after the other, there's what we call coefficients of elasticity. Coefficients of elasticity. Now, this has to do with the numerical value. Now, the value attached to the responsiveness of this quantity demanded. Okay, now this is what we mean. When we say there are 5 of them, let me mention them out so that we'll explain them one after the other. Now, we have the elastic demand. We have the inelastic demand. Okay, we have the unit C or unit 3 demand. We have the perfectly elastic, or you call it infinity demand. Okay, then we have okay, this should be 4, sorry, and 5. Yeah, there are 5 of them basically. Then we have the perfectly inelastic, or you call it zero elasticity. Okay? Elastic demand, inelastic demand, unity or unitary demand, perfectly elastic, perfectly elastic or infinity demand. Then we have the perfectly inelastic or zero elasticity. Okay? Now, when we say elastic demand, this is as a result of quantity demanded increases as a result of little change in price. Little change in price. Quantity demanded increases as a result of little change in price. Are you with me? Let's have our typical demand curve, okay? Now, this is our price, and this is quantity demanded, okay? So, from this point to this point is smaller than this point to this point. Are we together? So, a small change in price, okay, is brought about a big change in quantity demanded. So, this place now, elasticity is what? Is greater than 1. Elasticity is what? Is greater than 1. Okay, all right. So that was for elastic demand. Then for inelastic demand, we have a big change in price brought about by what? A small change in quantity demanded. So elasticity what? Is less than 1. Okay? Now this point, from this point to this point, is bigger than this point. This quantity demanded from this point to this point is smaller compared to this point. So a big changes in price will result to what? A small change in quantity demanded. So elasticity what? Is less than 1. This is for inelastic demand. Now for unity demand, the change in price is equal to the change in quantity demanded. Okay? The change in price, the percentage change in price is equal to the quantity demanded. Okay? This portion is equal to this portion. All right? So elasticity here is equal to 1. Are we together? Now, for perfectly what? Elastic. Elasticity is infinity. Is equal to infinity. Okay? Here, same price, but different quantity what? Demanded. Same price, but different quantity demanded. So elasticity is equal to what? Infinity. While the last one, a perfectly inelastic, or you call it zero elasticity. Here, elasticity is equal to what? 0. Okay? So here we have different prices, but same amount of what? Quantity demanded. Different prices, but same amount of quantity what? Demanded. Are we together? Okay. So that's about the what? Coefficients of what? Elasticity. Now we are going to look at the elasticity itself, one after the other. Now we're talking about the price elasticity, the income elasticity, and the cross elasticity. Are we together? Please pay key attention. We're going to look at the first one, which is what? The first one, which is price elasticity of demand. Okay? Price elasticity. And the formula is given as, okay, percentage change in what? Percentage change in quantity demanded all over percentage change in price. Okay? For percentage change in quantity demanded, percentage change in quantity demanded is given as Q1 minus Q2 all over Q1 times 100. While the percentage change in price is given as P1 minus P2 divided by P1 times 100 over 1. Okay? So whatever result you get, we use the price elasticity of demand formula. You divide your results. Let's look at an example. There are 3 examples there. So I'm going to maybe solve the first one. Then maybe, okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So the example here says, I'm going to share it on the screen so that you see them. Calculate the price elasticity of demand for the function for P plus Q equal to 80. This This is the function. If P is 16 and 12 respectively. Okay, so calculate the price elasticity of demand for the function. This is the function. If P is 16 and 12 respectively. So we have our schedule. So this is our price. This is our price. This is our quantity. Okay. Our price here, we have 16 as the first one, then 12. So we want to find the quantity when price is 16. So we solve. We substitute 16 for P in our function. So we have 416, okay, plus Q equal to 80. 4 times 16 will give us 16 for 2 times 24 will give us 64 plus Q equal to 80, okay? So Q equal to, in correct like terms, 80 minus 64. So Q is equal to 16, okay? So Q here is 16, okay? So let's look at when price is 12. What is our quantity? So we have 12 plus Q equal to 80, okay? So 4 times 12 will give us 48, if I'm not mistaken. Plus Q equal to 80, okay? So Q is equal to, in correct like terms, minus 48, okay? So Q is equal to 32. Yeah, okay? Q is equal to 32. So here we have 32. Are we together? So this is our P1, this is our P2, this is our Q1, this is our Q2. So let's solve. Let's solve for percentage change in quantity or demanded. So this is our formula. So we use this one for quantity demanded. That is this one. Okay? So we have 16 minus 32 all over 16 times 100 over 1. 16 minus 32 actually to give us minus 32, but when dealing with elasticity, the negative sign is ignored. Okay? So 16 minus 32, we have 16 all over 16 times 100 over 1. 16 here 1, 16 here 1. 1 times 100 will give us 100%. Okay? So let me wipe this off. Okay? Let me wipe this part off. So this is for the quantity. Then for the price, we have 16 minus 12 all over 16 times 100 over 1. Okay? 16 minus 12 will give us 4 all over 16. Okay, let me just wipe everything. So 4 divided by 16 times 100 over 1, okay? 4 here 1, 4 here 2, which is 100 divided by, 4 here 1, 4 here is 4, not 2, please. 4 in 16, you get 4, okay? 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, so 100 divided by 4 is 25, okay? 25. So let's substitute now. So price elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded, which is, where is our quantity demanded? We had 100% then. So PED is equal to 100 divided by 25, okay? Which will give us 4. Therefore, PED, price elasticity of demand, is equal to 4. Now, from the coefficients I gave us, where does this one fall under? Where does this price elasticity fall under? It falls under elastic demand because elastic demand is greater than 1. Are we together? Fine. Please use the comment section. Ask me questions where you don't understand. If you are not clear about anything, ask me a question. Comment and let's share ideas together. Are we together? All right. So let's proceed. Now, that's for price elasticity. Now, the second one is known as income elasticity. Okay, now for this one is the same approach. Hello, listen, calm down. The only difference here is this. Price elasticity is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. In income elasticity, it is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in income, not price. That's the difference in income because we are dealing with income here. So you use the same approach we use in solving for this price elasticity now. You use the same approach in solving for income elasticity. I have a question here. Number 2, let me see. The price of gala is given a market increase, leading to a decrease in quantity demanded per day from 6 to 4. Demand. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You try number 3. Number 3 of this question. I'm going to share it on the screen. You see it. Number 3 is for income elasticity. Okay. So I want you to use this approach to solve that number 3 question. Number 2, solve number 2 and number 3 so that we'll go straight to cross elasticity of demand. I think I have a question for cross elasticity. Yes, number 4. I have a question on that. So let's quickly solve that and understand what cross elasticity of demand is talking about. Are we together? Okay. All right. So where should I wipe off? Okay, let me use this part. So now when we say cross elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand is given as percentage change in quantity demanded of commodity what? Let's use X divide by percentage change in the price of commodity Y. Now, when we say cross elasticity of demand, we are simply referring to closed substitutes. We already know what closed substitutes are. We have explained that in the previous class. I think the part 1 of this class, we have explained that, okay? Closed substitutes, we already know what that is. So we are trying to define or determine their elasticity, okay? So here, we consider the quantity demanded of commodity X against the price of commodity Y. So let's solve a question to understand that. Now, use the table below. I'm going to share this question so that you see it, okay? Use the table below to solve for cross elasticity of demand. Now, this is a table. It's here with me. I will not be able to write it on the board. Are we together? Okay, let me quickly so that, okay, because of our time, I'm going to be working with the details here, with what I have here, okay? So now, I say, number 4, use the table below to solve for cross elasticity of demand, okay? Now, first of all, you know how we've been doing it. We did the same approach we used for price and income. We're going to use the same approach for this cross elasticity. So we're going to define the change in quantity demanded of commodity A. So use the table below to solve for cross elasticity of demand. We have 2 commodities here in consideration. We have Pepsi and Coca-Cola. You know they are close substitutes, okay? Now, the change in price. So that means Pepsi will be our Y. Pepsi will be our Y, while Pepsi will be our commodity Y, while Coca-Cola will be our commodity X, because Coca-Cola here has to do with quantity, while Pepsi here has to do with what is it called? Has to do with price. Okay, so this is just an example to illustrate what cross elasticity is all about. Okay, so now we have percentage change in commodity of X. Okay, commodity of X. So we look at where is X? Okay, Coca-Cola. Okay, 200 is the P1, is the Q1, while 300 is the Q2. 200 minus 300 all over 200 times 100 over 1, which is equal to 100 all over 200 times 100 over 1. Okay, we will cancel this, then 100 all over 2. Okay, which will give us 50%. That's for percentage change in commodity of X. Coca-Cola is our X, while Pepsi is our Y. So let's look for percentage change in price of commodity Y. Okay, so we have 50 minus 80 all over 50 times 100 over 1. Okay, so 50 minus 80 will give us 30 all over 50 times 100 over 1. Okay, so let's see, 0 will cancel 0, 5 here 1, 5 here, 2, 0. So 3 times 20 will give us 60 over 1, okay? Yeah, 60 over 1, which is equal to 60%, okay? So now let's cross elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded of X, 50, all over percentage change in price of Y, 60.